And to give us the latest on what's happening on the ground in Kuching, we now cross over to Ridhuan Hussein. Hi, Ridhuan. Now, one of the major battles in the Sarawak election will take place between SUPP and DAP in Batu Kawah, a Chinese majority seat. What's the significance of this particular seat, Ridhuan?
Yes, Muhammad, Batu Kawah is definitely one of the highlights of the polls as SUPP President Datuk Dr Sim has been fielded as the candidate. He is leading the party for the first time in an election to win back some of the seats lost to the opposition following a dismal performance in the last state's polls. And it is believed that Datuk Dr Sim has a good chance to win back the seat, and BN is pulling out the stops to ensure the victory. And last night, Chief Minister Tan Sri Adnan Satim himself has hinted that Datuk Dr Sim will be appointed as a minister if he wins the Batu Kawah seat. And one of the Deputy Chief Minister posts in the Sarawak Cabinet has been traditionally held by SUPP President. Apart from Batu Kawah, SUPP is contesting in 11 other constituencies out of 16 Chinese dominant seats, while BN direct candidates were fielded in other 4 seats. And other hotly contested Chinese majority constituencies are Kota Sentosa, Pending, Padungan, Senadin and Batu Lintang. The SUPP chief will face a 3-cornered fight with the AP incumbent Christina Chu and independent candidate Liu Tian Leong for the Batu Kawah seat. In 2011, SUPP Stan Jo Poi lost Batu Kawah to Chu by a slim majority of 543 votes. And due to this, Batu Kawah is we can say that Batu Kawah is considered a grey area to the ruling coalition BN. Mohammed?
Right. Now, what is being done by Datuk Dr Sim to win the hearts of the electorates?
Well, Mohammed, the SUPP president said he will focus in bringing transformation to Batu Kawah, and this would be possible only if BN wins the seat. One of the ways is through his existing relationship with China, which is expected to bring rapid development to the constituency. And he added the China government has donated 60,000 ringgit to the Chinese school here as a symbolic first step, and there could be more to come. And the senator has a special relationship with China, as in 1974, the Prime Minister, then Tun Abdul Razak Hussein, and Datuk Dr Sim's late father, Datuk Dr Sim's Tan Sri Sim Keng Hong, have established to the foundations of Malaysia-Chinese bilateral relationship. And speaking to members of the Iban community during a luncheon event near Batu Kawah earlier today, he also said that plans are already afoot to build a water theme park in the area. And this would bring in more tourists and create business as well as job opportunities. Mohammed?
Right. Now, what about the women candidates? Are we seeing better representation of women in the polls this time around, Ridhuan?
Yes, Mohammed, from the total of over 1 million voters in Sarawak, about half of them are women, which signals the importance of having a good representation of women in the State Legislative Assembly for their voices to be heard. And compared to past elections, female politicians have gained more ground in the mainly male-dominated state polls this year. And on the BN side, 22 are being fielded as candidates for the state election this year compared to 16 in 2011. While for the opposition, they will be represented by 18 women candidates. And to discuss more on this, with me is the 2-term Samariang incumbent, Sharifah Hasidah Syed Aman Ghazali. Thank you for being with us tonight, YB. And firstly, do you feel that there's adequate representation of the women itself in the polls, considering there are 60 male? That's a quite huge number between the male and female candidates, which compared to 22 women only candidates in party. So what your take in this?
Well, I think it's quite a fair representation of women, now. And I'm glad that many women are participating in this election, these coming elections. And as for the Barisan National Government, the chairman of the Barisan National Sarawak, our chief minister, in making decisions to field candidates, he has to look into every aspect of the candidates, you know. So I think that the candidacy of women is based, his decision is based on whether the women are capable, whether they can be good representatives of the people, and the capacity, the capability of women, you know. It's not just about the numbers, yeah. It is about quality of the representation of women also in the DUN, in the Dewan Undangan Negeri. So I believe that the numbers are quite fair. Yeah, it's a good representation of women, I think. So actually women have moved forward a lot. Many are participating, not just from the government side, not from the Barisan National Government, but also from the opposition. So women are now more than ready to be there, and I think it's quite a good representation of women.
So it's not dependent on the numbers, but the quality of how many of them saying women issues actually, right?
Yeah. It's more of not just about the numbers, you know. It's about the quality of the women who are going to represent you in the Dewan Undangan Negeri.
All right.
And then, with quality, even if it's a smaller group of women, but we can speak louder and better for women.
Okay.
So now I think the chairman of the Barisan National look more into the quality rather than the how many, the numbers, you know. It's more of the quality of the women that are being put as candidates.
Okay, yes, YB. Along those lines, why do you think that there are more women participating in this year election?
Why? Because of our government's policy, the Barisan National Women Friendly Policy. You know, the Barisan National Government has long been fighting for women. You know, the ministry is there, the women minister is there. You know, so with the policy that encourages women to be involved in the mainstream development of the country, more women are now well equipped to go in there to fight in politics and be at par with the men.
All right.
You know, so, it's due to the policy of the government, actually, the Barisan National Government.
Yeah. So you as the two terms incumbent itself, and you represent the women this year. So what do you think the most relevant issues or I don't know,
issues
related
women
to the women? Yeah.
I think issues affecting women are the same issues that affect men. What women want are economic opportunity, better living quality. You know, the problem with the rising cost, the high cost of living now. So any factors that affect happiness or that affect the betterment of women are issues that concern women, and I think also men. You know, I don't think there's any gender distinction between what makes somebody successful or what makes somebody happy. You know, so whatever affects the men are also affecting women. So the issues are actually quite general, affecting everyone, men and women. Maybe specifically for women, they might want to have more opportunities in terms of economic participation and activities. They might want to be given more platform to be given the same opportunity as men, you know, in terms of economic activities. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, YB, for having us tonight, and good luck in your campaign.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And I think that's all from me in Kuching. Back to you, Mohammed.
Oh, short one.
Thank you, Ridhuan, for those updates on the campaign trail.